Everybody respects this guy, but this guy knows, man, like when it's time to be the freaking boss, I'm going to be the boss. I saw it my first day. You see Triple H with the hands on the shoulder and resting the foot. Get the out of here. What is this, kindergarten?
Let me ask you something else. Hunter or Vince? Is Hunter better than Vince was in his latter days?
No way. Absolutely not. And just again, just the fact alone of watching Unreal and watching them freaking coddle these people, man. It's absolutely pathetic. I'll never forget one of the scenes I was watching, and this told me everything was. It was when Charlotte and Tiffy went into business for themselves, and there was some heat.
Yep.
Okay, so Triple H is sitting there at the gorilla position. Was that scripted? Was that scripted? He didn't even know if that was a shoot or not. So he doesn't even know if it's a shoot. So then they come back and they smarten him up that it was a shoot. And Triple H whoever it was, he says, well, you go tell Tiffy that she needs to go to apologize to. No, Trips, you need to go tell Tiffy. And why doesn't he do that? Because he wants to be liked by everybody. So he's going to have somebody else be the bad guy. Bro, if that's Vince McMahon, the headsets are getting thrown on the table, and he's telling the agent, bring Tiffany's ass over here right now. Vince McMahon wasn't worried about being freaking liked. Triple H, he's got this thing about being like, I've been told by somebody at a talent, I don't want to say at a high level because people will think it's management, a talent at a high level who told me the love of the freaking internet means everything to Triple H. That's why he brought in Joe Henry at freaking WrestleMania. That is so important to him. And bro, you cannot be in that spot and want to be like, bro, I was there last night and I was watching Violent J. Bro, he got hot at a couple of people. Just like Vince would. Meanwhile, everybody loves this guy and everybody respects this guy. But this guy knows, man, like when it's time to be the freaking boss, I'm going to be the boss. I saw it my first day. You see Triple H with the hands on the shoulder and resting the foot. Get the out of here. What is this, kindergarten?
Yeah,
and kindergarten, Mac?
And Vince was very irate with people if they came back and did things they weren't supposed to do. But at the end of the day, when you hear the talent talk about Vince overall, they all liked Vince because he was a father type of figure. He was stern and he would tell you what he wants and he expected what he expected out of you. But he still came across as a father figure they could, admire. Triple H is more of just the loving father that doesn't slap the child on the ass when they need a good ass whipping, Right. And that's the difference. It's almost like raising kids nowadays is different than when my dad raised me. If I said something sideways, I'd be on the ground. Nowadays, you just go stand in the corner.
Bro, I'd get the bar of soap in my mouth. Can you imagine if a parent did that today? Can you imagine if a parent today washed their kid's mouth out with soap, bro?
No, they'd be in jail. That's the sad thing. I remember one of my sons one time, this will sound awful, but he got in trouble for something pretty bad. And he was young, but I was going to spank him, Oh, when I went to go spank him, he started yelling, child abuse. And what has happened to this world, man? If that was child abuse, my father would have been buried under the prison if that's the case, because he was strict. He was a Marine, he was a straight up strict guy.
I was taught this when I was in Atlanta. I never heard this before, so I'm sure you know about this. I was taught about the switch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, man. Look here, your grandmother. Usually your grandmother would be the one who would say that. Go out and get a switch so I can whip you with it.
Yeah.
Now look, I was smart enough to go out. I went out and found the smallest little twig I could find and say, here, wail away.
Yeah.
That would make her even madder though.
Yeah.
But oh God.